Winton's basketball on Waycross made possible by Boardman Athletics Group. We make sports happen. Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist. Midakey Car Care. And by Shooter Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team. Waycross TV welcomes you to Winton Woods High School. It's a non-conference showdown as the Mustangs of Western Hills roll in to take on the Winton Woods Warriors. Kyle Evans, happy to be alongside my broadcast partner, Tom Hall, for the second night in a row and getting set for the opening tip-off. And once we tip it off, I'll kind of let you talk about your expectations between these two teams. Warriors in the home white. This opening quarter being brought to you by Shooter Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team. Western Hills in the red, tipped back and controlled by the Warriors, and a quick drive to the basket, and off the mark was Jalen Mason.
Off to an up-tempo start, that's for sure.
Western Hills drives and a little floater, missed the target. Winton Woods able to pull down the rebound, number 45. Up and under, rolled off the back of the iron, tipped around, and Western Hills comes up with a basketball.
We didn't call a foul on that. It surprised me.
Another rebound pulled down by Aiden Lawson Jr. Fast-paced action here in the first quarter. Warriors are on the board first. It's Adrian Lawson Jr. with the bucket.
He is a quick guy. Was a seriously up-tempo start to this game here. The Warriors were practicing in front of us, and they've got some dead-eye shooters.
Devontae Britton running the point guard position for this junior varsity roster. Here's Zion Reynolds.
Oh, nice.
Tie game. Lawson Jr. fires a pass to the far side. Warriors drive to the basket and score it for two.
As Demir Blank could see, who made that basket. It was a great pass, great lead pass to him.
Here's Britton, and they're going to count it, plus the foul.
Yeah.
They're going to call Jalen Mason on the foul, and number 4, Kevon Britton, going to head to the stripe and try to break this 4-all tie. 5:36 left here in this opening quarter. Free throw spins out. Offensive rebound for Western Hills. Lost it in the air. Adrian Lawson Jr. heads the direction. Now Jalen Martin running point for Mike Walker's squad. Demir Blankupsy sends it down low.
Foul.
Take a look at the last foul right here, middle of the screen.
The fouled player is number 44 for the Warriors, and he is not on our roster here. He's going to inbound the ball.
Trying to do a little up and under. Shot off the mark, tipped around, and right back to Winton Woods. Little floater spins out. Rebound belongs to number 2, Tyron Salen. Salen dribbles it up the court. Little up and under move. Missed the layup. Lawson Jr. pulls down the rebound. Lawson with 2 points here in this opening quarter. Now the ball in the hands of number 11, Demir Blankupsy. Lawson Jr. has it at the right point. Passes it to the right elbow. And they'll back it out. 4:27 to play here in the opening quarter. Tied at 4. I think number 44 might be Deron Young as the Warriors slip to the basket for 2.
Pierre with the basket there.
6-4 our score. Western Hills trying to respond. An off-target shot pulled down by number 44 in white. Quickly puts it in the hands of Jalen Martin. Martin races it across the timeline, lost his dribble. He'll kick it out.
A furious pace to this game.
Haven't had a whistle since, I think, the opening tip. 3:45 to play in the period. Little
we had
floater.
one foul, but there's just the one whistle. The Mustangs want to substitute in a couple of players when there's a break in the action here.
Western Hills looking for the tie. Up and under. No whistle, and we play on.
Well, the referees are really letting them play here.
Winton Woods direction, slipping to the hoop. A lot of contact.
There's the foul.
And our second whistle of this opening quarter. Let's go back to the last foul.
The mere Blankency they called.
Brandon Schmeier, along with number 24, McCann Trayer, checking in for Western Hills. I think number 44 is Deron Young. Little up and under, stop pass, and dropping it in is Demir Blankumsey. Here's Dearius Amison. Warriors cough it up. And Western Hills missed the layup with the right hand. Jalen Mason kicks it, firing a bullet inside, turns around, high off the glass, off the mark. It'll belong to the Warriors.
Jason Kennedy made the shot there, and the ball hit the top of the backboard.
Off the inbounds pass. It'll belong to Western Hills.
They tried to inbound it to number 44, and the ball came off his hands. Oh, their take steal.
Little up and under move.
Oh, nice play, Winton Woods.
Jalen Martin, with the basket.
Ball stays with Western Hills there.
Fabian Robertson going to check in for the Mustangs. Let's go back to that last steal. Winton Woods capitalizing off the turnover. Western Hills sends it down low. They kick it out. First 3 of the contest off the back of the iron. Offensive rebound by the Mustangs. Little up and under. And the board belongs to Adrian Lawson Jr.
Looked like it was an extra step there, but they didn't call it.
Corner 3 off the side of the iron. Tipped into the hands of number 25, Fabian Robertson. Robertson running the point. Under 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. I've only heard the whistle about 2 or 3 times. Down low, up and under. Deron Young had it, lost it, stripped, and a foul. Well, look at number 2 just muscling his way down the paint. He's got a big guy to defend at number 44 for Winton Woods.
Yes, number 44 is a large guy. If it's who we think it is, he's 6'8".
Couple of substitutions waiting to check in for both teams. 1:40 to play, and
good. Brandon Shermer at the free throw line here for the Mustangs. He's a 6-foot freshman.
Chuck Hudson getting some instructions from one of our officials. Mustangs are at the stripe. First one's good. A lot of height on this Mustangs roster. 6 players 6 foot or taller.
Yeah, both teams, these are large young men.
Lonnie Baker waiting to check in for the Warriors. One more.
They're fast, too.
For the sophomore.
Ooh.
Second one's off the mark. Western Hills gets the offensive rebound. Tried to send it down low and tried to connect with number 35.
It might be Gregory Smith.
Lonnie Baker will check in. Adrian Lawson Jr. will check out. 1:35 to play here in the opening quarter. Kyle Evans, Tom Hall, and our Waycross crew coming at you from Winton Woods High School. Busy week for us. Last week we were at Northwest. And we're going to get a timeout, I think, by Western Hills.
A lot of people here tonight.
Correction, Winton Woods.
A lot of buzz in the arena here. This is the second game of the triple header. They had the freshman game first, then the JV game, and then after this will be the varsity.
Well, the speed of the game is definitely going to slow down because these kids can't run like that for 4 quarters.
Yeah, a lot of calories are getting burned here already. But they got fresh legs sitting on the benches.
Both teams will break their huddle. It'll be Winton Woods basketball. 1:23 to play here in the opening quarter. Jalen Martin swings it over to Lonnie Baker. Fires a pass to the far sideline. Falling out of bounds, Western Hills picks up the loose ball. Little up and under reverse layup won't go, but cleaned up by number 32, Brandon Shire.
The Mustangs showed tremendous speed on that play.
It's a 3-point contest as we go under the final minute of the opening quarter. Mustangs come away with the strip. Corner 3. Got it.
Oh, what a shot.
Number 33, Julian Newman from long distance, and we're all even at 10 apiece, half a minute to play in the period. Here's Jalen Martin. He's going to drive, dishes it down low, and a wide open Jason Kennedy Jr.
Looks like he got fouled on that shot, but didn't call it.
Final 19 seconds. Western Hills trying to respond in a fast-paced first period.
Yeah.
So fast I can't even say the word I'm looking for. There's the strip and steal by number 32, Lonnie Baker. Winton Woods trying to send it inside, turns the corner. Kennedy Jr. misses it at the buzzer, and that takes us to the end of the first quarter with the Winton Woods Warriors 12, the visiting Western Hill Mustangs 10. The first quarter being brought to you by Shooter Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team. Chuck Hudson having some explanations with one of the officials. Take a look at the Winton Woods Warriors huddle. We talked a little bit about it last time. It's crunch time around the Cincinnati area. You have the girls tournament draw this upcoming Sunday. The boys will be a week from Sunday, and we talked about in terms of varsity action, you're trying to pick up that late season win, try to bump your team up a little bit, and JV-wise, you're trying to play your way onto the varsity team right now.
Yeah, there will be turnover. The varsity team will lose players, and people will come up from the JV next year. And there's a lot of talent on this court here. If you're coach of the varsity teams, both schools will be watching this thinking, hey, this is pretty good stuff. I can't get over how quick some of these players are.
Well, it's been a fast-paced first period. 7 minutes is up on the clock as we get set to start quarter number 2. Winton Woods Warriors 10, Western Hill Mustangs 12-10 our score.
Oh, he had an open shot and he didn't take it.
Little up and under move, and we're tied. Fabian Robertson. Jalen Martin runs the point, swings it over to Lawson Jr., now in the corner. Back to Lawson Jr., and deflected out of bounds by number 25, Fabian Robertson.
Good. Coach is appreciating the hustle there.
Not the ideal situation in terms of where you wanted to pass the ball in the corner. Didn't have anyone really back here to help him and almost threw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, good defense by the Mustangs to get a hand on it. Warriors put up a little floater and drops in by Lonnie Baker.
Yeah, nice shot. I was watching him in the warm-ups, and he was making a lot of baskets.
Western Hills quickly gets it across the timeline. Fadeaway jumper off the side of the iron. Offensive rebound for the Mustangs. Kicks it to the corner, long two off the back of the iron. Martin skies down with the rebound. Races it across the timeline, and that word doesn't even really describe how fast these kids are playing here in this quarter. Kicks it to the corner. Long three on the way. Got it.
Oh.
Lonnie Baker from long distance.
Yeah. He was in the extreme corner of the court there.
17-12. 5:49 to play until halftime. That pass almost stolen away by the Warriors. And number 35, Adrian Peer, will check back in. Let's go back to that last three-point basket by Winton Woods. Nice ball rotation. Splash. I think that's the Warriors, maybe their first three of this contest. I know the Western Hills has had one. This one a couple of times trying to grab it. The board finally belongs to Traore, and he kicks it out. Little circus shot off the mark. Winton Woods pulls down the rebound. It belongs to Pierre.
Mustangs got 2 offensive rebounds there, but it wasn't enough.
Martin running the point. 5 Mustangs getting set to check in for Western Hills here in the second quarter. Corner three off the iron, and Western Hills gets the rebound. So all 5 players out there right now. They're all about to come out during the next dead ball. A little hockey line change. Long distance three from the right wing, halfway down and rattles in. Nice three-pointer by Robertson, and it's a 2-point contest. Skip past to the near corner. They drop it down low, and the Warriors finish.
Nice passing sequence.
Lonnie Baker gets the bucket. 4-point lead for Winton Woods. 4:27 to play here in the second quarter. Quick three, halfway down and out. And another rebound belongs to Pierre. Puts it in the hands of Martin.
Oh, we got a pocket pick.
Here comes Western Hills, up and under. Number 35 with 2.
I think that's Gregory Smith.
Traveling violation. A herd of Mustangs will check into the game. 4:01 to play here in quarter number 2. Fast-paced action, not a lot of whistles.
No, they haven't been. This is pretty exciting stuff here.
And we talked about the fatigue factor, but obviously it's not bothering these kids at all as the Mustangs tie it up.
Well, when you wholesale substitute your team, you got a deep bench.
Little skip pass and stolen away by number 20. De'Arian Amison misses the layup. Second chance opportunity, and the Mustangs are going to head to the line.
I think they're going to call number 22 here. Watch number 22 for the Warriors. He's going to come up and over the top there.
Kenny Brooks called for the foul. Kevon Britton at the stripe. Trying to break this 19 apiece tie. Demir Blankumsey along with number 44, which I think is Deron Young.
Yeah, judging by the size and what we have on the roster, I think it has to be Young. He's the only 6'8"
Not a lot of guys. Not a lot of guys are out there on the court that are standing at those dimensions. Second one is off the mark. The rebound belongs to Amison. Trapped in the corner. Mustangs will pull it out. Little wide open lane to the bucket. Ball's loose on the floor. Western Hills picks it up, kicks it to the far corner. Long three from the right wing, falling down. We'll keep it down at this end. .3:14 to play until halftime. Off the inbounds, Tyrene Sales, running point. Now in the hands of Kevon Britton. Britton, a 5'4" sophomore. And get a kick ball on the Warriors. Gives both these players some chance to catch their breath, but only for a second. And right back to work they got to go on offense. Western Hills coughs it up. Britton patting his chest as if to say, my mistake, losing the ball out of bounds. Here's Young down low, sending it underneath. Little up and under basket will drop for number 10, Lawson Jr.
That was a nice pass by Young.
Jr. has at least 6 points here in this first half. Little backdoor cutter off the mark. They are really letting them play.
Yeah, they are.
Because anytime the ball's in the paint, you're not hearing the whistle quite often at all.
No, we're not, and we're seeing a lot of contact out there. But the players and coaches don't seem to mind.
Kenny Brooks running the point. 6'1" sophomore. 6 guys on this Winton Woods roster at 6'1" or higher. In terms of the height department, whistle and a foul.
Number 20 for the Mustangs was called.
Dearius Amison, the guilty culprit. Just over 2 minutes to play. Brooks off the glass.
Nice move inside.
23-19.
Here's the takeaway.
Western Hills coughs it up. Brooks with a circus shot, falling down.
What a shot.
6-point lead for Winton Woods. Yeah. Deron Young got his hand on it. Here's Blankopsy, up and under. He got blocked. Tyrone Sales got his hand on it.
The only ball. That was not a foul.
Couple of substitutions being made for both teams. Substitutions about the only time you got time to take a breath here.
Yeah, this is a furious game.
Off the inbounds, Young gonna put it up, missed the shot. Jalen Martin checked back in for Chuck Hudson's squad. That 3-point shot off the mark. Western Hills gonna slow things down, put it in the hands of Kevon Britton. Fabian Robertson runs the point as we approach the final minute and a half of the opening half. Corner 3. Off the back of the iron. Skying for that rebound was Martin.
Yeah, Martin went way up to get that one.
Martin puts on the wheels, kicks it out to Lonnie Baker, and then Martin able to save that one and continue play. Martin to the bucket, off the mark, and Deron Young almost tipped that one in. It'll stay with the Warriors. Let's go back to that circus shot.
Young.
27-19, final minute of the opening half. Robertson running point. Little up and under circus shot off the mark. Western Hills pulls it down. Almost turns it over, sends it underneath, and a layup by Zion Reynolds. It's back to a 6-point lead for the home team.
The steal.
Little up and under layup will drop for the Mustangs, and it's down to 4, 27-23. Roberts got the bucket. Down low, Deron Young off the window with the right hand.
Yeah, if they can get the ball into him underneath the basket, I don't see how the Mustangs can stop that.
Here's Britton. Sends it to the far corner, and Western Hills maybe elected to hold for the final shot of the half. Here's Reynolds, top of the arc. 3 seconds to work with. Pulls the trigger. At the horn, tip in. Almost goes for number 25, Fabian Robertson. And the horn sounds, and now the teams will get a breather for 10 minutes.
Yeah, they can go get a drink of water and go rest. Because, boy, what a first half. Good basketball.
14 minutes in the books at Winton Woods High School. It's the Warriors 29. It's the Western Hill Mustangs 23. We'll step aside for halftime. Come back to the third quarter after this.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Ohio develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Winton basketball on Waycross made possible by Borgman Athletics Group. We make sports happen. Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist. Midaki Car Care. And by Shooter Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team. Robertson now in the hands of number 35. Back to Robertson, right wing.
Robertson was the leading scorer in the game in the first half. He had 7 points for the Mustangs.
Little backdoor cut, lost it on the floor. Western Hills diving for it. We'll get a jump ball, and possession error will keep it with Western Hills.
That's the first jump ball of the game other than the opening tips.
Fast pace for action in the first half. You can expect that here in the second half.
Yeah, the referees letting these guys play. Not many fouls called given the amount of banging going on out under in the court.
Western Hills trying to find someone. Kicks it to the corner. And we're going to get a foul on number 10, Adrian Lawson Jr. Corner 3. Off the mark. Offensive rebound. Floater's going to drop for Robertson. It's back to a 4-point lead for Winton Woods.
Gives them 9 points in the game.
A lot of body contact.
Yeah. They had to call that one.
Newman going to get called for the foul. Let's go back to that last basket by Western Hills. Just crashing the offensive glass. Second chance opportunities. Demir Blankumsey will fire it in. Puts it in the hands of Lawson Jr. Jr. to Blankumsey in the corner. Turns the corner, drives to the baseline, drops it off to Deron Young, and they're going to say Young walked with the ball.
I think it was bumped there. Young has the ball, and he gets bumped, and that's what causes him to lose the dribble. He easily could have called a foul there against the Mustangs.
Robertson running point. Picked up by Blankumsey. Now Kenny Brooks slides over to apply some double team pressure. Shermer to the bucket. Missed it with the right hand. Kenny Brooks pulls down the rebound.
Young forced him to go outside further than he wanted to.
Puts in the hands of Jalen Martin. Warriors going to drive. Deron Young sees it, rolls off the front of the iron. Taylor pulls down the rebound for the Mustangs.
Young thought he had that one.
Winton Woods, they're an independent school. Meanwhile, Western Hills, long three off the side of the iron, members of the Cincinnati Metro Athletic Conference. Loose on the deck, Deron Young just strips it away and throws it up ahead. Little stop and pop, no foul. Chuck Hudson pleading his case. Western Hills gets the rebound, and they'll call a foul on the Warriors.
Yeah, Jair Thomas was there underneath the basket.
Let's go back to that. There's the first shot. Western Hills racing it the direction, drops it down low. And Western Hills going to head to the stripe. 4:39 to play in the third quarter. But when you're 6'8", and you start moving forward, it's kind of hard to stop. It's kind of hard to stop the momentum.
Yeah.
Shermer rocking the throw. He also rocks the first of 2 free throws. Look at that dude. Couple of dribbles. Sends it on its way.
Oh.
He goes 2 of 2 from the line. It's 29 to 27. Warriors have yet to find the bucket here in this third quarter. Down low to Young.
Good chance. Here's
Martin for
shot.
3. Off the back of the iron, too strong. Sent down, loose on the deck. Western Hills picks it up. Has a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession as we approach 4 minutes. They're going for the lead. 3's off the mark. Kenny Brooks winds up with the basketball and then turns it over. The floater is off the mark by Trehor. Sends it ahead. Martin, a little behind the back move. Drops it off. Young rolls off. Chuck Hudson pleading that they fouled him on the elbow. He continues to argue. Let's take a look at it one more time right here. There's the behind the back pass, and then Deron Young puts it up. And watch that ball just sit there and roll off.
Yeah, I didn't think he got fouled. Just didn't get to roll.
Western Hills ties it up. Newman.
Yeah, Western Hills has come out here on fire, and the Warriors have gone cold here so far this half.
29 apiece. 3:43 to play here in this fast-paced third quarter. Battling for it. Deron Young has Kenny Brooks back door. Throws it off his fingertips.
Yeah, the Mustangs tipped the ball and then tipped it into a Warrior and on out of bounds.
Chuck Hudson's going to take a full timeout.
Yeah, the Warriors do not like the way this half has started here. They've had shots. They've had a lot of good open shots, but they have not dropped.
Both teams getting opportunities, but right now the momentum in the favor of the visiting Western Hill Mustangs, members of the Cincinnati Metro Conference. Cincinnati Metro Athletic Conference, and if that conference doesn't ring a bell, well, that's the same conference that the Taft Senators play in. Pretty strong conference. Taft, Hughes, Woodward, Aiken, Western Hills, and Schroeder.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about some talent right there. Actually, the head coach, current head coach at Marymount, and I can't think of what his name is off the top of my head, but he used to be the head coach at Woodward, and he led that team to some success. Wintonwood's cheerleaders bringing some energy this afternoon. A lot of energy here in this building. Arena starting to fill up for the varsity game, which will be just as exciting, we hope, as this one.
Yes, this has been good basketball. Let's hope more of the same is going to follow.
Robertson will inbound it in the backcourt. 3:36 to play here in the third quarter. Western Hills trying to get it across the timeline. Corner three, off the side of the iron. The rebound belongs to Blankumsey. Kicks it to the far corner. Off his fingertips, and Jalen Martin skies for that rebound. They go back to the corner. Winton Woods firing some very sharp passes. Blankumsey, bucket and the foul.
They just darted between two Mustangs.
Well, here it starts with bullet passing, and then Blankumsey has a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Fouls on number 32, Shermer, for the Mustangs.
Free throw spins out. Here's Martin to the corner. Sends it down low. And we'll keep it down at this end. A tick past 3 minutes left here in this third quarter. Kyle Evans and Tom Hall. Martin skies for another rebound. Martin's bailed Winton Woods out a couple of times, having to jump about 2 feet in the air to catch the inbounds pass.
Yeah, he's got springs for legs.
Here's a floater from the baseline, off the back of the iron. Winton Woods muscling their way to the hoop. And Aiden Pierre's going to head to the stripe.
He could have called that foul on 2 players. He would have put on 25, Roberson.
Aiden Pierre, 6'4". Gonna head to the stripe and try to add some points. One more for the 6'4" junior. 2 of 2. 33-29, 2:43 to play. Winton Woods applies some pressure. Western Hills backs it out, swings it to the far corner. Up and under, and a late whistle.
We'll call that on number 35, Pierre.
Middle of your screen, there's the contact. Kenny Brooks and number 5, Malik Smith, getting his first action.
Something about the substitution that the referee doesn't like. They're making number 5 come off the court.
So they're going to make Lonnie Baker come back in, and Malik Smith will not enter the contest yet. Mustangs trying to make this a 2-point game at the stripe. Second one spins out. Rebound belongs to Lawson Jr., fires it ahead to Kenny Brooks. Brooks shuffles his feet very quickly. Winton Woods swings it around the perimeter. Lonnie Baker has it. Now Kenny Brooks. Just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
They're calling a lot more fouls here in the second half than they were in the first.
They're going to count the basket. So they're going to say that that was a continuous motion, and Winton Woods will head to the stripe for just one free throw. Now number 5, Malik Smith will check in. Lonnie Baker will head to the bench for Chuck Hudson's squad. The 6'2" sophomore trying to make this a 6-point game.
We've had 2 mini runs here in the second half. We had the Mustangs tie the score, and now the Warriors are slowly
Rebound.
to a 5-point lead.
Rebound belongs to Western Hills. Corner 3. Got it. Robertson from long distance. Back to a 2-point contest. Kenny Brooks. Malik. Lawson Jr. runs the point. Sends it back door. Another rebound by the Western Hill Mustangs, and then a foul in the backcourt. Let's go back to that last 3-point basket the Western Hills just hit. Nice ball rotation.
Yeah, those are not easy shots to make.
So a technical foul was just assessed to number 11, Demir Blankumsey.
He was the one the foul was called on, and he protested.
So Western Hills will get some free throws. You saw right there at the end of that, Blankumsey was turning to the official probably to make a comment, and that's when he got teed up.
Yes, yeah, he said something.
Robertson misses the first, still one more free throw, makes the second, and now it'll be Western Hills basketball, 1:36 to play. Technical foul just being assessed as common foul, so Teron Young. Jalen Martin will check in. Demir Blankumsey. Aiden Pierre will check out for Mike Walker.
A potentially costly mistake because it gives the Mustangs the points and the ball.
They're going to get Malik Smith with the hold. That will send Western Hills to the stripe for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Tides are starting to turn late here in quarter number 3. Winton Woods who felt like all the momentum was kind of on their side, but Western Hills came out in this third quarter kind of starting to get things heading that direction. First 3 throws off the mark. Winton Woods pulls down the rebound. Lawson Jr. through traffic, down low. Malik Smith for 2.
The Warriors' superior speed got him that basket.
That pass deflected by Kenny Brooks, so it'll stay with Western Hills. Just over a minute to play here in this third quarter. Corner 3, off the back of the iron, too strong. Tipped around.
Oh, nice rebound.
Corner 3, again too strong. Offensive rebound. Fighting for it under the basket. They'll pull it out. Great defense by Winton Woods. A skip court pass. Corner 3 again. Third time's not the charm. And a race the direction. Martin trying to make him capitalize at the other end. Final half minute of the third quarter.
Maka and Traore getting those rebounds. Number 24 for the Mustangs.
Up and in for 2. That's Julian Newman. And it's a 1-point game as we tick down to the final 20 seconds of the period.
It's quite a sequence for the Mustangs.
That ball punched away by Western Hills. We'll keep it with Winton Woods. 15.4 to go in the period. Western Hills coach trying to call timeout, had to jump up and down. He was about 7 steps onto the court, and Western Hills finally gets awarded a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout.
It's been a very interesting game. Very interesting second half. The Mustangs came out on fire here in the second half. They had the game tied at one point, and the Warriors pulled 5 points ahead. But since then, the Warriors have scored 2, and the Mustangs have scored 6.
Mike Walker really giving his team final seconds of the third quarter. Kenny Brooks into Malik Smith. Winton Woods will have to go to work. 10 to work with. Kenny Brooks, corner 3. Got it!
Oh. Big basket.
Western Hills will have to go quick. Half-court heave at the corner. Got it!
Well, hopefully we have the replay of that one.
Well, that's one way to end the quarter.
It sure is, with a bang. Back-to-back threes by the two teams. Warriors scored a three with about just under 5 seconds, and we thought that was it. But when the Mustangs got theirs.
Mike Walker giving his troops some words of encouragement. That three-pointer just got this gym loud.
That was earlier.
Here's Kenny Brooks' 3 from the far corner. Time was winding down. Here's another angle from Kenny Brooks' three-point shot. And then the half-court heave.
Off the backboard and in the basket.
And that's how quarter number 3 comes to an end. The energy really starting to mount up here at Winton Woods High School. The pep band starting to file in, and gotta love high school basketball. It's my favorite.
It's good stuff, and there's a real buzz here tonight. Fans are enjoying this. I think the players are too. Both teams want this game. They've worked real hard to win this game, and got one more quarter to go, 7 more minutes.
Final quarter from Winton Woods High School. It's been a dandy. Still got 7 minutes to figure out who's going to win this dogfight. A lot of contact,
foul,
and Newman going to get called for the push. Kenny Brooks into Jalen Martin. Down low. And the rebound belongs to number 23, Western Hills, trying to take their first lead of the second half. Down low, up and under, scoop shot drops in. 41-40, Mustangs. Backdoor, little floater. Jalen Martin got hit on the arm.
I think they're going to call this on, no, 25. Going on Robertson.
2 free throws for the 5'7" junior. Jalen Martin, one more. Knocks down the second. 42-41. Warriors. Winton Woods applying some backcourt pressure. Now they'll pull it out. Malik Smith, Kenny Brooks sends it down low to the big man. That pass intercepted, sent up ahead, and Western Hills capitalizes with a layup. Robertson in transition. Back and forth we go. A minute gone by in this fourth period, 43-42. Kyle Evans, Tom Hall, and our excellent Waycross crew coming at you from Winton Woods High School. Kenny Brooks has it. Sent down low. Lawson Jr.'s pass stripped. Corner three. Got it. 46-42. 23 is not on our roster.
It might be Tyran Sanders.
Here's Brooks, sends it down low. Young almost got it to drop, but he's going to head to the stripe.
23.
Take a look at that foul one more time. Lonnie Baker getting ready to check in.
23 is Tyran Sanders.
Lonnie Baker waiting to check in for Deron Young. The big man still has one more. He gets the second. 1 of 2 from the stripe. Young will get a rest. 3-point lead for Western Hills. 5:23 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, bad pass.
Western Hills throws it away.
Yeah, threw it to the, thought the player was going right, but the player was leaning left.
Not much of a rest for Deron Young as he comes in about maybe 7-8 seconds after he went to the bench. Might be a little in and out substitution that Mike Walker is going to try to play the rest of this fourth quarter. Down low to Young. Young lost it out of bounds. Western Hills had about 2 or 3 players to grab it, but it'll stay with the Warriors.
Coaches have gotten awfully animated here in the fourth quarter. Oh.
Tight-roping that far sideline. Kenny Brooks bails him out and knocks down a shot from the free throw line.
He was leaning. Thought he was going to go out of bounds, but he was able to get the pass off.
1-point contest, sent down low. And they're going to get a Warrior with the push. Both teams are in the single bonus.
Calling that on number 10. Adrian Layson Jr.
Julian Newman gonna head to the stripe. Try to get some free points for the visiting team. Get a lane violation. Warriors basketball.
Oh.
Kenny Brooks down low. Straight up was the Mustangs. It'll belong to Western Hills. Mike Walker trying to get a substitution in very quickly. He'll have to wait for the next stoppage in play. Almost turnover. Down low. The big guy can't finish. Second chance opportunity.
Whoa, number 24 with the follow-up, Traylor.
48-45, Western Hills. About 2.5 gone by. Kenny Brooks, bucket and a foul.
Brooks was wide open under the basket, and the Western Hills player came over to contest it, but it was too late.
Now you see that replay. Warriors were trapped over there along that far sideline. Double teamed, got 2 passes off to get it under the basket and then turn around and knock it down, plus the foul. Excellent by Winton Woods to just know where their men are on the floor.
It was. If he swings his free throw, we got a tie game.
Brooks can't convert, but cleans it up.
Out of nowhere.
Jalen Martin makes it 49-48. Number 2's got wheels. Loose on the deck, turnover again. Martin elects to pull it out. Swings it over to Smith. Now Kenny Brooks, back to Smith. Brooks in the corner. Malik Smith had that pass, turnover. Up and under, missed the layup.
He went too deep.
Here's Martin. Brooks has it. Frantic play here in Winton Woods. Under 4 minutes to go.
Oh, foul.
Western Hills coach, extremely electric. He's at midcourt. Winton Woods got a timeout called. Thirty-second timeout called by Winton Woods.
Winton Woods cheerleaders are doing their flips. It's always very entertaining.
Well, as we go down the stretch, I'll ask you what kind of both teams got to do.
They got to protect the ball. The Mustangs look a little flustered there with their ball handling, and you got to make the good passes. It's easier said than done, because I tell you, people are moving around on this court very quickly.
Deron Young checked in during that last dead ball timeout. McCann Trayer poked that ball out of bounds.
If the JV teams are this fast, I can't wait to see the varsity teams.
3.5 to play. Young gets it into Lonnie Baker. Baker kicks it out. Baker, good defense by number 23. Mustangs wanted a 5-second call and a whistle and a foul.
I didn't see the foul. They're calling the foul here on the Tyran Sanders, but I didn't see that one.
Both coaches very energetic here in this fourth quarter. Scores table buzzed in. And that is to signal that we should be at the stripe shooting 1-1. The clock operator, none other than Gary Lumpkin, former coach at Xavier University, or former player for the Xavier Musketeers.
Oh, sitting with a celebrity.
No
here.
relations to David Lumpkin, if you were thinking about them having the same last name. So no relations, but Gary Lumpkin is our clock operator, and he is a former player at Xavier University. He's all smiles over there, having some fun. Little bit of miscommunication. First free throw is good, and it's 50-48 Warriors. Mike Walker, cool, calm, and collected at this point, but both coaches really working the officials all game long. And the intensity of the coaches to the officials only intensifies as the game gets to a smaller minute, especially when it's close.
Oh, there was a
Kenny
takeaway and he
Brooks
got it back.
almost had his pocket picked. Western Hills may have got away with a travel. They'll keep it alive. Under 3 minutes to play. Robertson defended by Kenny Brooks, left point. 51-48. Pull-up jumper. Rattles off. Guess who? Jalen Martin gets the rebound, but then loses it out of bounds. Western Hills basketball. A very animated face on Jalen Mason, 2 in white. Western Hills gets it in. Deep three. Off the mark. Kenny Brooks pulls down the rebound. Trying to weave through traffic, he'll pull it out. And that pass is intercepted. Robertson up ahead, up and under. Missed the layup. Second chance opportunity.
Foul.
And Demetrius Watkins gonna head to the stripe for 2.
Number 11, Blankenship, is called for the foul. He's going to come out of the game now.
That is his 5th and final foul.
They want to put Young back in the game.
So Winton Woods, you are awarded 15 seconds when a player has fouled out. So they're going to run that time on the scoreboard. Not sure what the purpose of that was, but now Demir Blankenship will head to the bench and Deron Young will check in. So teams try to use that 15 seconds as a free timeout sometimes. Mike Walker giving his team some instructions. Mustangs are at the stripe. First one's good. 51-49, 2:22 to go. Buckle up, partner, for a wild 2 minutes. It's been a wild 3 quarters plus.
It's been a tremendous game.
Second one bounces around and in. It's back to a 1-point game.
One of those games, it's too bad somebody has to lose. All these young men have given everything to this game.
Kenny Brooks trapped. Swings it over to Martin. Martin sends it to the big guy, Deron Young. Young fires a bullet to the far corner. 3 on the way. Off the side of the iron. Rebound belongs to Robertson. Crunch time at Winton Woods High School. 2 minutes to go. That shot blocked by Young.
Yeah, he swatted that ball away.
Kenny Brooks fires it up ahead to Jalen Martin. Martin's going to pull it out. Winton Woods going to take a timeout. Jim's starting to get loud. It's a little hard to hear the coach trying to scream timeout at the officials.
Well, the fans are screaming. The players are yelling.
Let's go back to that last basket.
Great follow-up.
We talked about Winton Woods, but Western Hills thought they had a 2-point shot, but the big man, Deron Young, got in there, got his hand up. Excellent block.
They got a huge hand up, like swatting the net away.
Well, it's hard to get a layup on someone when they're 6'8".
Yeah.
I just asking myself these questions about what are these parents feeding these high school kids these days? I mean, full beards, 6 feet and taller. I mean,
yeah, they weren't
they
that
must
size.
be having a good breakfast.
They must, yeah. They were not that size when I was in high school.
I don't know what you eat for breakfast, but I like bacon and eggs personally. I'm a bacon and eggs kind of guy. .145 to play. Kyle Evans and Tom Hall and our Waycross crew coming at you from Winton Woods High School. It's been a dandy. Still got a minute 45 to play to determine a winner. Jalen Martin runs the point. Jim's starting to get packed. Here's Brooks to Young. Young to Smith. And Winton Woods going to pass this around and take some time off the clock. Sent down low to Young. Young backdoor. Kenny Brooks missed the layup.
The Warriors had exactly what they wanted.
And we're going to get a blocking foul in transition. It'll go against Jalen Martin.
The Warriors had precisely the setup they wanted, and it didn't go. Here's the replay of the sequence. Young passes it off, wide open. Does not go.
Demetrius Watkins at the stripe. Tie game. Western Hills has the lead, 52-51, 1:20 to play. Another miscommunicated pass. Winton Woods sends it down low, loses it out of bounds.
Oh my
Swift
goodness.
and stolen away. Sales has it up ahead. Two-point game. And an injured player will stop play with 1 minute to play in the fourth period.
It's Layson Jr.
Let's go back to that last sequence.
Yeah, we see here's Layson with the ball. He goes there, he's down. Oh, wow, on the side. And the Mustangs come out with the ball, and they're going to go down and score, but Layson cannot get up.
Layson being attended to by the medical staff.
He looks groggy.
But have the tides turned, and it's now a 3-point lead for Western Hills. Still have a minute, still got plenty of time for Winton Woods. At some point, I think you have to kind of slow things down. I know we've been running and gunning all night long, but I think if you're Winton Woods, in terms of crunch time, you got to slow down. Make sure you make some smart passes and try to get that wide open layup. You don't necessarily need that three-pointer because still a minute to go in the contest.
There's time, yeah. Layson was taken off the court. He could not put weight on one leg. So we don't know if it was a knee or an ankle or what happened to him, but he took a hard hit to the floor. Yeah, there's plenty of time left. 3-point game, but a minute one is lots of time.
Malik Smith will inbound it. Jalen Martin getting set to receive the inbounds pass. Now
Western Hills coach is asking what we're waiting for, and what we're waiting for is to wipe up the moisture off the court where Layson Jr. fell. The Mustangs don't want to lose the momentum here. They want this game to get going.
Warriors basketball. Malik Smith has it. Young, Kenny Brooks. Deep three. Off the iron. Deron Young tried to clean it up. Missed it.
Again, the Warriors had what they wanted.
Western Hills races it the other direction. And they're going to have to foul Malik Smith.
Sending number 35 to the line.
Fabian Robertson will head to the stripe for 2 shots.
I think that's Gregory Smith.
Correction, not 25. It is 35 at the line, as you mentioned. Still a 3-point game, 42.3 to go.
The big free throw right here.
Missed the second. Rebound belongs to Western Hills. And it was tipped out of bounds by the Warriors, so it'll stay with Western Hills. 39.9 to go.
Warriors thought that ball was theirs.
Aiden Pierre will check in. Deron Young will head to the bench. Warriors only have 1 timeout in their back pocket if they elect to use one.
Gotta make a good pass
Western
here.
Hills trying to get it in. And Western Hills throws it away.
They got the pass completed, but he couldn't come down with possession. He flung the ball away, trying to make a desperation pass, but threw it out of bounds.
54-51. Here's Jalen Martin. Warriors trying to get it across the midcourt stripe. Malik Smith. Pressure, Young, Kenny Brooks.
He didn't take it.
25 to work with. Martin from way downtown. Almost baked it in. Loose on the floor. Western Hills comes up with it, and they're finally fouled. But Kenny Brooks wide open in that corner. Didn't take it.
He passed off.
He passed it off to Jalen Martin, who almost launched one about a good 4 or 5 feet from behind the three-point arc.
Yes, and it almost went in. But almost is not good enough. So if the Western Hills Mustangs can sink one free throw, they probably got this game.
DeQuante Weinstead at the line. Misses. Winton Woods is still alive, and the Western Hill Mustangs will take a timeout. Kind of freezing the free throw shooter right here.
Yeah.
Actually, not freezing the free throw shooter because it's their team at the stripe.
Well, probably get his mind off what he's doing. This is an awful lot of pressure.
Let's go back to that last possession. Kenny Brooks was wide open. Did not elect to take the three-point shot.
I don't know if that's lack of confidence or what that is.
And then Martin's three-pointer almost banged in.
Almost went in.
It's about that deep down into the hoop.
Yeah.
And that would have sent this place ecstatic. We mentioned it's crunch time around the Cincinnati area. We got a nail biter at Winton Woods. 54-51. Mustangs at the stripe. Weinstead. Got it.
Oh, big free throw.
4-point game, 17 seconds to play. Gotta hurry. Martin has it. Races it across the timeline. Kenny Brooks gonna drive to the basket. Puts it up, missed the shot. Deron Young gets it back, and he's fouled. Not what Western Hills would like to do.
No, I'm kind of surprised by that.
Because with 6.5 seconds to play, Deron Young can make the free throws, and then if Winton Woods elects to, they can foul before the Mustangs even get the ball in bounds.
Yeah, it stops the clock.
Western Hills going to take another timeout. So they're left with 2. Winton Woods has 1 in their back pocket. 6.5 seconds to go. And Deron Young's going to head to the stripe as the band starts getting loud here at Winton Woods. Woods pep band getting the energy going. As if the energy hasn't been going from the tip-off of this game. I mean, we were running and gunning.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it a couple of times. I mean, the passion and the heart of these kids tonight wanting to win this contest all game long. Winton Woods on top. And then that tide just turned that head.
Yeah,
turned to Western Hill side of things.
Be a tremendous road win for Western Hill Mustangs if they can pull this off, because boy, they were down.
Aiden Pierre waiting to check in. The big guy, Deron Young, at the stripe for 2.
The pressure's on Mr. Young right now.
First one's good. Western Hills will take Western Hills asking for a timeout after the second free throw. And now he will be awarded the timeout now. It'll be a full timeout. So Western Hills, who had 4 timeouts going into the final minute, is now left 1 apiece.
1 apiece, yeah. Young has 1 more free throw, and then the Western Hill Mustangs have to handle the ball well. Because the Warriors will no doubt foul if they can. It's so loud in here, it's hard to think.
Mike Walker giving his troops some final words of encouragement, drawing up a game plan, what they want to do after the second free throw by Deron Young, number 44 in white. Cool, calm, and collected. It's hard to step to the free throw line in crunch time like this and knock it down. One more for the big guy. Try to make this a two-point contest. Got it. Aiden Pierre will check in. Deron Young will head to the bench. Deron Young has had himself one ball game.
His first pass is critical.
Fabian Robertson will throw it in. Some pressure. Western Hills finally gets fouled. It only took about 1.3 seconds or so off the clock, so still plenty of time for Winton Woods. Great sportsmanship as the head coach of Western Hills just came over and gave Deron Young a handshake. First one's off the mark. Remember, the Warriors do have a timeout in their back pocket. Pierre will head to the bench, and one more free throw for Robertson.
He's been their top scorer today.
Got it. It's a three-point game. Mike Walker will take his final timeout and draw up what will be the final play of a fast-paced, frantic fourth quarter.
You've got to come down, either make the three-pointer or pound it inside and hope for the foul on a two-point shot. They'll probably go for a three-pointer. These are not high percentage shots.
Meanwhile, in Western Hills huddle, you're saying no fouls, no fouls.
Yeah, no fouls.
Play it out defensively.
Yeah, keep the clock running.
Lonnie Baker will inbound it. He's able to run the baseline. 4.6 to play. And now the official asking fans along the far sideline to move out of the way. I don't think Winton Woods is going to have to run that far over on the baseline, but if necessary, Baker will get it in. They send it up ahead. The pass is intercepted, and Western Hills loses it out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Warriors.
Whoa, tremendous defensive effort.
Half a second to play.
Just inbound it and shoot a three. It's all you have left.
Deron Young will throw it in. All you have time for is a catch and shoot rung at the buzzer. Off the mark, and Western Hills hangs on for a 56-53 game. What a contest. Once again, our final score, the Mustangs 56, the Warriors 53, from our broadcast partner, Tom Hall, and our entire Waycross crew, Kyle Evans, saying so long from Winton Woods. Wintonwood's basketball on Waycross made possible by Boardman Athletics Group. We make sports happen. Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist. Midakey Car Care. And by Shooter Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team.